Here's a common question. Is it necessary to eat absolutely healthy to achieve the body I want? Absolutely healthy, clean diet to achieve that skinny or to lose weight, to tone up, to achieve what you're trying to. I'm sure you've watched those videos, you've searched those videos, like what I eat in a day, okay, showing how many meals a day, the kind of protein, the kind of diet, what kind of diet you have to follow, okay, because you're trying to probably inspire yourself and someone else, what you shouldn't, okay, 100%, you shouldn't blindly follow someone's steps, okay, I spoke about that in the past episode. So those videos will confuse you because it will show you a lot of things that you will believe that you have to do it to get in shape, because if this person is doing this and it looks like this, I also have to do it, okay? But that's not the way it works. And this is what this episode is about. Real diet, okay, for real moms to achieve real results. So it doesn't have to be cinematic. First of all, I will always start with this concept here when I want to dig deep into these kind of things, okay? Tone up. What it means tone up. Weight loss, of course, you know. Weight loss is just losing weight on the scale, okay? But tone up is something that many women are confused about. They don't know what it means, okay? So tone up means that you have to keep or gain muscle while you're losing weight, while you're losing fat, okay? Because if you're losing weight in the wrong way, you might be losing lean muscle along with fat. So you will lose 20 pounds, and at the end of those 20 pounds lost, you will look the same, but with less 20 pounds, okay? That means you won't look toned. You will look smaller, but not in the way you want, okay? So in order to tone up, you have to keep or gain muscle while you're losing weight. That's why it's important to strength train while you're restricting calories, so you achieve that look that you're looking for. That being said, the first component of toning up is losing body fat, okay? You got to lose body fat because imagine that there is a layer of fat underneath your skin, okay? So the thinner the skin gets, the more you will see your muscles, okay? And that's what you want. So that's why what you want is to decrease the body fat layer while you're keeping the muscle, because if you decrease both, you will never see the muscles underneath, all right? So you want to decrease the body fat level. How do you do that? You don't do that with specific food. You do that with calorie restriction, because body fat is an energy storage. So when your body doesn't have enough energy, it needs to use something to keep itself alive. And the two resources the body will use are fat and muscle. So if there is no strength training, you will lose both. You don't want. I explained. You want to lose fat and you want to keep or gain muscle. So in order to decrease the body fat, you strength train and you decrease calories. If you're applying that concept, it doesn't matter. Listen to me. It doesn't matter what you're eating. Whether you're eating only salad or you're eating fast food, as long as you decrease the number of calories, you will lose weight. And if you're strength training, that weight will come in the form of body fat, period. But it's not that simple. In practical terms, it doesn't work like that, because if you eat only bad food, you will be hungry. You won't be able to sustain that diet. Let's say you're following a 1,300 calories diet, just to give you a number here, okay? So if you're eating bad food, it will be a small amount of food, okay? Those are called high calorie density food. A lot of calories in a small portion, okay? If you're having primarily those kind of foods, it will be hard for you to keep those 1300 calories. You will be hungry and you will cheat on your diet. Okay? So in order for you to be able to keep that restriction, you have to eat good food. So once in a while, of course, you can eat some fat food. You can eat some high density calorie food, like a low nutrition density food. Okay, that's okay. But you try to make it as healthy as possible because it's gonna help you to keep up with your diet. That's the reason why you want to eat healthy. Not because the healthy food makes you leaner, the healthy food makes you tone. It's because the healthy food controls hunger, so you're able to follow your diet. Okay? So that's the reason why you want to eat healthy. But that doesn't mean you have to eat 100% healthy all the time. Some people are able to control their hunger better than others. And even if they eat small portions, okay, they are fine. Other people's hunger is bigger. So you have to eat more fiber, better food, more water, to control your hunger. So that's up to your metabolism, your body. If the diet is sustainable and you're strength training, you will lose body fat no matter what you're eating. Okay, so I think there is already the answer for the beginning of the video. Is it necessary to eat healthy all the time? No, absolutely not. You can eat whatever you want, just like in the 20-minute Fit Mom protocol. Okay, my clients, they eat whatever they want as long as they eat in the portion. I eat whatever I want. I used to eat whatever I wanted when I was in bodybuilding. Okay, I was in bodybuilding. I reached a body fat, a very low body fat, lower than 5% of body fat, with 210, 205, 210 pounds, with lower than 5% of body fat. That was my best physique when I was in competing in natural bodybuilding. And I would eat regular food. Okay, I wasn't eating cinematic food. Those foods you see that influencers showing you, oh, this is what I eat in a day. This is what you should eat in a day to get in shape. I didn't used to eat cinematic food, just regular food. But that's you. You are a man. No, I always explain that. Okay, training principles, nutrition principles are the same for everybody. Doesn't matter if you are a mom, if you are a teenager, if you are a competitor, bodybuilder, it's the same. You want to lose weight, you have to restrict calories. So it works in the same exact way for everybody. Okay? So everything I'm telling you here from my times in bodybuilding applies to you, right? So I didn't used to eat cinematic food. I say cinematic food, the term, because you really look like it seems like you're watching a movie, right? You're watching movies. What do you see in a movie? You see unrealistic things. You see those plates of things that are not possible for you, busy mom, with a toddler, with a maybe less than a year old kid. Then you have to make that food that your family won't eat, because it's not about you. You have a family. You've had one kid, 2 kids, 3 kids. I don't know how many you do, but you have to cook for the family. It's unsustainable if you have to eat something different. So your family, your kids won't certainly eat that cinematic food. Okay, you have to eat regular food. So in the times that I was in bodybuilding, I was eating regular food. If I had a kid, I didn't have a kid. My daughter was born 2 years ago, and I'm talking here about almost 8 years ago. So in that time, I didn't have it. But even if I had, I would be able to share my meals with them because I was eating regular food. Okay. So I just gave a few different examples here because I really want to explain this concept here. Okay, that you don't need to eat cinematic food. You don't need to eat the 100% clean all the time. I didn't do that when I was in bodybuilding. I had tons of different female bodybuilder friends. Okay, not tons. I don't remember how many, but I in the gym that I was working out, I was to prepare for the competitions. There were females getting ready for the bikini or for other divisions, okay, different ones, and eating regular food as well. They were not eating because they were not influencers, fitness influencers. They were bodybuilders. So they just wanted to achieve the physique they needed. So they will eat just boring food, just like me. What I mean by boring food is the same thing, okay? Because if I show you exactly what I used to eat or what I'm eating right now, now I lost almost 2 inches of my waistline. I'm cutting off calories to lose body fat, and I'm decreasing my body fat. I don't know how much so far, but I'm doing very well. And I'm eating the same thing I was eating when I was not losing weight. I just adjusted my portion, okay? And eating regular food. I eat every day rice, pasta, grilled chicken, a regular chicken. Sometimes I go with friends. I eat in different places as long as I'm able to adapt the portion. That's the 20 minute fit mom philosophy, okay? As long as I'm able to adapt the portion, I'm good, okay? And I lost almost 2 inches of my waistline without doing any abs, because you don't lose abdominal fat with abdominal exercises. You lose abdominal fat with calorie restriction, okay? So I lost without any abs and eating regular food, all right? Rice, chicken, everything you're probably eating. I prefer to eat healthier food because it controls better the hunger. I'm eating fewer calories right now, so I have to focus on the low calorie density food, okay, most of the time. But that doesn't mean I can eat a piece of pizza or something different if I have to, okay? And you can also do that. So you don't have to eat cinematic food, all right? All right. How can you get started? Okay, let's go for the solution, because you're watching this episode, you're listening to this episode, and I really appreciate that, and I hope you can stay with me here learning about time-saving exercise, low frequency exercise, time efficient for moms with no time, and flexible nutrition. I'm sure this is going to help you a lot. This is not the only way to do it. You can do in any other way. You will have results if you commit. But for moms, for busy moms with no time, this is the most time efficient way to do it. Okay? So I hope you stay with me after this episode. What is the solution? Start small. Okay? Let's say your diet is really low quality, right? You eat a lot of high calorie density food. You eat candy, you drink soda, you eat all those things that have a lot of calories in a small portion, okay? That's not good for you. You won't reach your results. I'm so sorry to bring bad news to you, but it doesn't matter how much exercise you do. If you're not controlling your diet, you will never get where you want to get, okay? You will never lose weight. You will never get toned, because nutrition is the number one, the first most important part when it comes to weight loss and reduce body fat, okay? I've seen tons of people doing a lot of exercise, and I'm sure you also did. A lot of people running a lot, doing a lot of cardio, doing a lot of different things, and they always look the same. If you're following your routine, eating plan and workout and all, and you don't look different than what you look now in 2 weeks, in a month from now, it's because it's not working, okay? If you're following the right strategy, you should be able to see difference weekly, or at least once every 2 weeks. You take measurements, photos, you weigh yourself. You have to see something happening. If you don't see, it's because it's not working. Okay. So that being said, what can you do with your diet? Start small. Start decreasing those foods that you're having. Okay. I don't make the rules. I just teach them. So you have to decrease them. You want to lose weight, you want to tone up, you have to decrease high calorie density food. Okay. You usually having 3 slices of pizza a week. Decrease to 2 slices of pizza. Decrease to 1.5 slice. You're having white bread. Make a change. Start having whole grain bread. Okay, is more nutritious, controls more the hunger. And also don't think only about weight loss. Okay, it's good for your body. It's good for you want to be healthy for your kids, for your family, right? So think about that too. So change white flours for whole grains. Okay, as much as you can. What other changes you can do? You can continue with the soda, but you can go to Diet Coke, diet soda. Okay, that's what I do. Of course, it doesn't taste exactly the same way, but it works. You know, it works. It works for you. It's gonna work for your goals. All right. So that's another thing. Diet Coke, switch gradually from white flours to whole grain, decrease the fat food, let's say 40%, 50% of what you eat now. And as you decrease the things that you're trying to avoid, you increase the things that you should be eating. More vegetables, more fruits, right? More grains, beans, rice, potatoes. Don't be afraid of potatoes. A lot of people are afraid of potatoes and they keep eating things that are not good. Afraid of potato, but they eat other things that are much worse. Okay, potatoes in general are a great source of complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are the kind of carbohydrates that your body spends more time to process. So your body takes longer to process those carbohydrates, which is good because it keeps your hunger controlled for longer, which is the opposite with high glycemic index carbohydrates such as white bread, cookies, all those things that spike your insulin super quick and it drops and then you're hungry. Okay, even though you're having maybe the same amount of calories in another kind of food, you're hungry, very soon, and that's gonna make you overeat. Okay, so you can start little by little. You don't have to jump from your current diet, your current eating plan to something completely different because you won't be able. All right, you need to do it gradually. All right, otherwise it won't work. All right, so that's all for this episode. Okay, I wanted to share this, and I hope it's very clear by now that you don't have to eat absolutely healthy. You don't have to try to replicate those what I eat in a day videos because you have a family. You have to share your meals with your kids, right? So try to eat as healthy as you can because of all those other reasons, not only for weight loss and tone up, and also because it's good for your family, right? Okay, mom. Thanks for listening and watching this episode here. I hope I can see you again next time. 20-minute Fit Mom, time efficient workouts and flexible nutrition. See you.